Okay, y'all. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Give me just a few minutes. We fixing to get down to the get down. I'm so sorry that it took me a minute. I got this new computer. I switched from Windows to Mac. I'm having to learn everything all over. And so we finna get to it, but if you give me just a few minutes. And I will be right there. Okay, y'all. Can y'all hear me? We back. I think we good. We back and we good. Okay. So tonight we have quite a few things to talk about. And baby, it is finna get juicy. It is finna get juicy. Now, let me pull up the information. And then I'm going to share the screen. Tyler Perry is being sued again by the Boo Madea Halloween actor. And his name is Mario Rodriguez. And he is suing for $77 million. Let me go on and share the screen with y'all. Cause it's, baby, it's getting good. It's getting good. I mean, don't y'all think? See, Tyler Perry gains another accuser. He is being sued this time for $77 million by Mario Rodriguez. And this was the guy that played the role in the Boo and Madea Halloween. I guess this was the first one. If it's not, if I'm not mistaken, it had to have been the first one. So let's look into it. It says Tyler Perry sued for sexual assault by Boo, a Madea Halloween actor, for $77 million. Let me see what this is. I think this is just a ad, but let me see. This is a credible source. It's ABC7.
Studio mogul Tyler Perry of sexual assault. Actor Mario Rodriguez. A lawsuit accusing filmmaker and studio mogul Tyler Perry of sexual assault. Actor Mario Rodriguez, who appeared in Boo a Madea Halloween, says Perry subjected him to repeated unwanted sexual advances over several years, including an incident at Perry's home in LA. He's asking for at least $77 million. In a statement, Perry's lawyer denied.
They sure asking for a lot of money, don't y'all think? Tyler Perry, the hoes allegedly, and first, and let me do this before. Lord, forgive me. Hold on, we gotta do something before we go forward. Let me pull this up real quick. Can't nobody finna sue me for my little money and my little freedom of speech. Before we go any further, we have got to read the copyright. I tell you what, let me remove this for a second. Let me do this real quick. Because I just thought about we got to make sure we get copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, scholarship, teaching, education. I gotta read that. Hold on one second, y'all. Ooh, this computer, I'm having a rough time learning this computer around. I'm trying to find the right one. Here it is. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And the opinion and the views of these people, these ABC7 and Mario Rodriguez, is not the opinion of Mr. Exclusive Howard. And that's all I had to say, so we can continue on with the story.
The claims. This is the second lawsuit in several months accusing the filmmaker.
Let's start
Lawsuit
again.
accusing filmmaker and studio mogul Tyler Perry of sexual assault. Actor Mario Rodriguez, who appeared in Boo! A Madea Halloween, says Perry subjected him to repeated unwanted sexual advances over several years, including an incident at Perry's home in LA. He's asking for at least $77 million. In a statement, Perry's lawyer denied the claims. This is the second lawsuit in several months accusing the filmmaker of making sexual advances.
I don't know what's going on with these people making these sexual advances. It's like, what do you think is going to happen when you do this? Everybody is not wanting to do these things anymore. Everybody's not wanting to just do that. And so I just don't understand what made Tyler think that he can just do that and everything was going to be okay. He was allegedly using his power and his opportunity to help and employ people and pay people, using his personal fetishes to make people succumb to be employed and receive a paycheck from him. What does that sound like to y'all? That sounds like something that can really get bad. And when we get done with this, we're going to talk about Walter Lee Hampton as well. Walter Lee Hampton is allegedly a ex-best friend of Tyler Perry's, and he gonna break down the whole situation as to where Tyler came from, who Tyler was before he became who he is and became Mr. Billionaire, and all the little shady things that he allegedly has done to people, how he has tried to silence people, and his issue with his alleged sexuality that he didn't want to disclose. Now, I'm just being devil's advocate, and I'm gonna just go ahead and read what they're saying. So, on the Mario Rodriguez case, it's the second guy that has come out that has been employed by Tyler Perry. Remember, it was Derek Dixon first. Now it is Mario Rodriguez as well from the Boo movie. Remember, Derek Dixon was the guy who was in the Oval, I think, for 1 and 2 seasons, and I think they kind of faded him out. Or I think they may have killed him off, if I'm not mistaken. Remember that? Allegedly, it's about Tyler not getting what he wanted, and he decided to cut the job. They say Derek Dixon was getting paid $1 million a year or a season or whatever, while other people like Taraji P. Henson, that's worked hard in the industry, who he's been having employed, he's been getting paid only $500,000, and Taraji been around here crying and upset about her pay. But then when it come down to it, she didn't want to call nobody out. She wanted to say that she was still going to work with Tyler, and she was just going to do it and create her own way. But I did see, by the way, that Taraji has gotten her own production company, and it has been getting picked up by Fox. So congratulations to her. She played the game how she had to play it. So who can really complain? She done got her, her deal. Congratulations to her. She's just gonna have to continue probably to play the game while they're funding her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's gonna come out with that, but I wish her well. Hopefully she has a stress-free ride with that. But who knows? Because Fox is funding her, another one of the big jugglers of the Hollywood industry. So I don't know. Black people don't get funded and stuff like that. It's hard. It is very hard out here. So moving on. I had to take a sip of my water. It says Tyler Perry was sued for sexual assault by an actor who appeared on Boo! A Madea Halloween. I'm guessing this is the first one. marking the second lawsuit in recent months, accusing the filmmaker and studio mogul of leveraging his power in Hollywood to make sexual advances. Now, the connection between Mario's lawsuit and Derek Dixon's lawsuit is that they both filed in California, but they're saying that Tyler and the lawyer is trying to get it moved to Georgia for some reason, just because that's where the studio is, they're saying, or whatnot. But a lot of people are speculating that if they move it to Georgia, that Tyler Perry can get some favoritism with some powers that be and get the cases kind of thrown out or kind of slapped under the rug. I don't know. You'll just have to continue to keep watching. It says Mario Rodriguez filed the lawsuit Thursday in California, alleging Perry subjecting him to repeated unwanted sexual advances over several years, including sexual battery and assault at Perry's Los Angeles home. Excuse me. Rodriguez is seeking at least $77 million in damages, and I also has sued Lionsgate. Now, this is the first. Mario is suing Tyler and Lionsgate. What y'all think? Yeah, because I can see that, because it's kind of creating a hostile environment, work environment, and Lionsgate, producing the movie, yeah, I can see how they could be liable for that kind of stuff. But y'all, let's not forget about Monique, what she said about Lionsgate and how they did her and how they wanted her to promote the movie overseas, do additional press for free for Precious. Okay. So I think it's just all coming out. It'd be only a matter of a time. A lot of people didn't want to stand with her. But okay, it says which distributed the 2016 film, accusing the studio of turning a blind eye to Perry's alleged misconduct. Ooh. So he basically saying that they turned a blind eye and let the abuse and the advances, unwanted advances, and the harassment and the harassment continue. Yeah, that's a big problem. That is a big problem. These people do not care. These people be knowing, they be sitting back saying nothing. And now it's looking bad for the both of them. So not only is Tyler Perry Studios in the hot water, Lionsgate is in the hot water. I just wonder what kind of proof or what it is that Mario has other than the text, because they're saying, I thought I heard something about that he may have had some recordings or something as well. That man got some recordings. Their goose is gonna be cooked. It says Lionsgate did not immediately respond to an email seeking comment, and they haven't yet, and they probably won't. In a statement, Perry's lawyer denied the allegations. According to the complaint, Rodriguez was approached in 2014 by a trainer at an Equinox gym in Los Angeles who said Perry wanted his phone number to discuss an acting role. Perry later encouraged Rodriguez to audition for Boo of Madea Halloween, telling him, "I'm not a bad person to know, and have in your corner," the lawsuit claims. Don't they seem kind of pervertive? You somebody you don't even know from Adam and Eve, you just gonna have a trainer approach them and say that Tyler would say, "I'm not a bad person to know and have in your corner." Like, what would that mean? Break that down. What would that mean? It can mean a lot of things, but it can also mean, what's going on here. So after Rodriguez was cast, he was invited to Perry's home, where Perry allegedly touched him inappropriately while they watched a movie. The lawsuit describes additional alleged incidents in 2016, 2018, and 2019, including one encounter in which Perry allegedly attempted to unbuckle Rodriguez's pants, and another in which Perry placed Rodriguez's hand on his genitals. Yeah, you can't just be fondling and feeling on people. That happens all the time. Hell, it's happened to me, but if somebody don't want you doing it, it's one thing to do it and then get rejected. But then if you keep trying, you asking for it for real. I'm just gonna say that. You asking for it. It says the complaint says Perry gave Rodriguez $5,000 on multiple occasions following the encounter. Not to say if I didn't do nothing with somebody that I wouldn't just take what they gave me just because they felt guilty about it. But if you hadn't done anything and if Tyler made the advance and Mario Rodriguez, this guy, didn't reciprocate any of that, Tyler just go give him $5,000. You know what I'm saying? They don't. That's kind of questionable to me. What really went down, or is that what really went down? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know, honey. But it says Rodriguez says he resisted the advances and ultimately decided to file suit after learning of similar allegations made by another actor. Dixon sued Perry in June, alleging the filmmaker groped him while Dixon worked on Perry television series The Oval and Ruthless. That lawsuit was originally filed in Los Angeles Superior Court, has reportedly since been moved to federal court in Georgia, where Perry's studio is based. Rodriguez's lawsuit includes claims of sexual assault, sexual battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. That can be a suit now. That can be a suit. This is him right here, y'all. Mario, that's him right there. Tyler Perry, if this is true, he love him some Canadian clear men. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But hold on one second, y'all. Give me 30 seconds. Let me go do something real quick and I'll be right back. I just gotta run to the other room and grab something. And I'll be right back. Ooh, y'all, I'm back. Okay. We back. We still live. So we finna get into this a little bit deeper. Cause now we finna get ready to talk about Walter Lee Hampton. Allegedly, Tyler Perry's attorney is Alex Spira. And the attorney saying that nothing but a $77 million money grab scam is what he is calling it. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know in the comments. It's saying newly surfaced text messages allegedly show Perry telling Rodriguez, you don't have to give me a thing. That don't mean anything. Really, it don't mean nothing because it could be one thing in a text and another thing in person because Tyler may have suspected that something may come up. Tyler, I would hope he wouldn't be too dumb. I would hope that he was smart. I think that's him right here, y'all. See him? Right here beside the black guy. Not the one with the hat on backwards, but the one right in front of the guy with the long hair. I think no, Mario, that's him back here with the black jacket on. That's him right there with the black jacket on. That's him. Yep, 2016. So what y'all think? Y'all think it's some truth to it? I feel like it's possibly some truth to it. I just think it could be, I just think it could be some truth, and it could also not be true. It could also all be a lie. A lie can really do some damage and go further quicker than a truth can. This guy's saying, now they're saying that he's saying he done responded to the text messages after they done dropped. Right here is saying he responded to say survivors often stay cordial. Oh, and look at Will Smith saying he being sued by violinist Brian King Joseph for sexual harassment. Hold on. We finna get, hold on, wait a minute. We gotta do one thing at a time. Let's go with this first. It says the man who who has accused, this is according to People magazine, they did this blog, this article. The man who has accused Tyler Perry of sexual assault and sexual battery is addressing newly surfaced text messages the pair allegedly sent each other. I want to briefly respond to what's being said about me right now. People are pointing to messages where I was polite, grateful, or vulnerable, and trying to use that to discredit me. Mario Rodriguez, who filed a lawsuit against Perry 56 on December 25th, alleging that Perry assaulted him and made unwanted sexual advances, while promising him acting roles, said in a statement obtained by People on December 29th. Now, when was this? This was the 29th. This was on the 29th, too. There wasn't but a couple. How many days ago was that? About 3 days ago. 31st, 30th. 3 days ago. Yeah. Okay, it says, I want to briefly respond to what is being said. Okay, I said that. He said, when someone has influence over your career, your income, your future, you don't feel free. That's true. Survivors often stay cordial. They often ask for help when they feel desperate. Rodriguez continued in his statement. He further claimed that does not mean abuse didn't happen, those text messages were sent to Perry at a time when I was especially vulnerable and as can be seen from the context. Continued financial support and access are not inconsistent with abuse. They are often part of the power dynamics that follow it. That's true. So it could be possible that, as we said, Derek Dixon and this guy, Mario Rodriguez, was scared that the money was going to dry up. And they need the money for whatever reason. Because you seen one of the text messages Mario sent Tyler, he said, you really helped the broke ass Mexican out or something like that, they said to Tyler. So if he was a broke Mexican or something in that range, he said, if he was that, then and he needed the money because something going on with his health or somebody sepsis like his dad or something, it was all that was in there. So if he was needing that money bad, he possibly could have played the role. I see that. That's possible, y'all. It says Rodriguez, a model who appeared in a minor role in Perry's 2016 movie, is seeking $77 million in damages. Perry's attorney Alex Spiro previously told People earlier that Rodriguez's suit is nothing but a $77 million money grab scam. Here you go. It said, you got my Mexican ass out of a lot of bad places, and I just want to tell you thank you. So, I mean, if somebody helping you, sometimes you definitely don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. That's all I'm saying. You can mess up bad sometimes like that, especially if you know you ain't got no other resource and you tired of, being short or without. And somebody come along and they helping you, you may just go along with it a little bit, but I feel like if you go along with that a little bit, then you really can't holler about it. I I don't know. But if he didn't want the advances and he told Tyler he didn't want the advances and Tyler kept trying and he really told him he didn't want it, but Tyler was still giving him money and he took it, then that's another thing too. You know, um um hell, what's the harm in taking the money? You see what I mean? I probably would have took it too. Okay. Let's go back and let's see what we can find out about Mr. Wills. Well, before we do that, we go get to this in a minute because this is something new here. This is on today at 4:22 p.m. This just hit. Oh, everybody getting sued. Okay, first we got to talk about Will too but what I need to do is watch the interview before I talk about the other guy, Bilal, Bilal, Bilal. AAL. Anybody watch it, let me know in the comments. Tasha K did an interview with him. Some BILAAL guy. And he was allegedly a friend of, I think, Will Smith and Jada. And allegedly, he was saying that Will told him that he allegedly had to, give Diddy a blowjob. This is all alleged now. And then allegedly that he had to blow some guy named Christian that they was swapping with him and Jada. And allegedly that Jada had a disc or a drive in her computer that she would hook up to a TV and watch these escapades that would go on between her or Will and some other people, or her and Will and some other people. It was mouth dropping, but I had to pay for it on Tasha K's things. I hadn't paid to see it yet, but I'm gonna watch it. Go to, I think it's Tasha K. Let me see, TashaKLive.com. Is that her website? Yeah, TashaKLive.com. And then type in Bilal, Bilaal. Here you go, right here. Explosive Will Smith ex-best friend of 40 years, brother Bilal, sued Jada Pinkett Smith's secret tapes coming out. Oh, Lord. All these people was doing this to get all this fame and fortune and whatever may have you. Is it really worth it? Because all of y'all risking losing it in the end. But it says in this sit down, Bilal returns after 2 years to break down why he says he is taking legal action against Jada Pinkett Smith, from alleged threats to pressure to what he calls a pattern of harassment. Bilal lays out the moments that pushed him toward filing a civil case and why he believes the truth had to come out. He walks Tasha K through his timeline, living overseas, the viral interview, the fallout, and the alleged confrontation that he says forced him to protect himself legally. According to Bilal, this is only the beginning, and he claims there's more paperwork, more receipts, and more courtroom smoke on the way, honey. Ooh. She just got this interview. You gotta pay $12 a month to watch it, or $144 a year. This just dropped sometime last month, which was only like last month was on like a day or so ago. Martell Ho, ooh, that man fine to me. I don't care what he do. Ooh, but anyway, okay, let's go back. So we go deal with that in a minute. We go first get with, now we fixing to go to Tyler Perry and his friend Walter Lee Hampton, who said something in this interview with Tasha K. Baby, Tasha K is the one to T.S. Madison Live. I didn't know. Okay. But anyway, Tasha K is the one doing these interviews. People that are close to Tyler Perry. She's getting these views in, honey. She doing her job. I need to interview somebody. We just go watch a little bit of it and go over some few little key parts of it. But if y'all want to, y'all go to Unwired with Tasha K, her channel, and subscribe to her. I'm not subscribed to Tasha K. I am. Okay, Unwired with Tasha K. Walter Lee Hefty got us. Yeah, I thought he was doing some things on YouTube too. So let's subscribe to him and see what he be saying on his channel. Subscribe to both of them and watch this interview. You see what I'm saying? She said a former friend of Tyler Perry shares untold stories and insights into their past relationship. The conversation delves into Tyler Perry's early life, career beginnings, and alleged behavior. Expect candid discussions about friendships, finances, and power dynamics within the entertainment industry. Mhm. Somebody said his story never changed. Okay, I don't remember him. If he was in the early 2000s, I was too young to really be keeping that notable, but let's talk about it. DAs. Ooh. Let me just say this for the note, y'all. If Tyler was picking up these people, like having this guy pick up people, don't that sound like kind of like some Diddy shit to y'all? And wouldn't that kind of sound like some trafficking or recruiting, some kind of prostitution? What they call it? Is it the man act or is it racketeering type? I don't know. That sound kind of funny to me. I don't know. To show you how to start a business. I know all of that. So I guess he was lying. Why would Tyler lie about he being homeless? Don't you know you don't need to play like that? If you weren't technically all the way homeless, why would you put that on yourself? I just wouldn't play like that, but I always thought he was telling the truth. I say. It always be them Christians. They always holier than thou, but honey, them Christians. I'm telling you, for a fact, based off experience, they ain't what you think they are. And they will disappoint you. Yep. Hold on, y'all. What happened to the screen? Did it freeze? Why did the screen only... It still was on... Oh my goodness. It was on Will Smith the whole time. Let me see if I can... There you go. Now we can share the screen. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought it was on the thing.
Tyrone's living his life now. He's proudly engaged in a relationship, doghouse. He don't even want to acknowledge that he went to prison for drugs and all that stuff. That's something that's in the past for him. Yeah. He had to move forward from. Most people don't even know that he served time, or he was a big drug dealer, and the feds chased him down.
And that his money was used to
build
Tyler Perry Studios right now.
Well, I don't think it was used for that. Maybe long gone by that time.
Planted the seed. You flip it, keep going.
Yeah, I think the money might have been used for that first play, wherever it was. It was enough money to get started.
If I give you investment funds to start, I'm gonna have my percentage all the way through to the end. That's generally how deals are done.
Well, of course, we know that's the way it's supposed to be done. But of course, this was kind of done in the darkness of the night.
Yeah,
begging money left at the house. Somebody locked up the feds, snatched your ass off Buford Highway in the middle of the daytime. I was supposed to meet Tyrone that day. We were going to the gym. I'm like, where's he at? What's going on? And come to find out, he was arrested. And I said, for what? Because even I didn't know.
Damn.
That this drug thing was going on. I never knew. I'm like, for arrested for what?
You know what I noticed is Tyler has never, you probably been on YouTube like 10 years talking about him. He's never has he ever like responded to you or tried to legally come
other people? I mean, that we know, they've said, "Oh, Tyler didn't like that," or Tyler this or Tyler that. I'm like, Tyler, F his ass.
Gosh.
We were never. When Tyler Perry and I sat at that restaurant at 10th and 14th Street, and he went on about God and Jesus did this and God did this and God and this. And I'm sitting across from him thinking, okay, all these people sitting here have worked for you. You've not paid them anything. I had my own money. I'm pulling up in my own Mercedes. And they were afraid to talk to him. And I'm thinking, okay, what the f is going on here? When are you going to pay these people? And he's like, well, I don't want nobody to know I'm gay. I'm thinking, you don't want nobody to know you gay. But we are at this restaurant full of gay people. We have this big table full of gay. What is going on here in your head? Well, the church people can't know I'm gay. I'm thinking, well, see, I never grew up, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't grow up in the church scene. I don't know. I'm listening to this foolishness. I'm thinking, dude, everybody knows you gay. What is wrong with you?
But he didn't want the audience to know.
Do you think his audience, Tyler Perry's audience, didn't know that man was gay?
He was planning to be. I told him, he goes.
Do you think? No, answer this question truthfully.
We always suspected.
Y'all knew he was gay. We all knew. Everybody knew. So what was the purpose of even hiding it? Because I already knew. Name any of these actors in the Christian community, these gospel singers. Do you know some gay gospel singers?
Yeah.
You know they gay, right?
Yeah.
And they still gospel singers, right?
Yeah.
They still singing,
still
have careers, still getting paid, never lost, still doing concerts and shows, but we all know they're gay. Do you think Tyler Perry would have lost anything?
No.
And what triggered me about Tyler Perry in particular is he had an opportunity to really change the view of Black gay men. Because here you were, a successful Black gay man, running this really good production company, running plays, TV show, all that stuff. If he just had embraced so many things that he could have been a bridge for the Black community, the straight community, the Christian community, the church community, whatever, so many things could have been corrected or just dealt with versus lying. Now, have you ever heard Tyler Perry say, "I'm not gay"?
No.
Okay. So he's never acknowledged that either.
And then,
at least I haven't never heard him say it.
And he's dumped millions of dollars into the church. I remember one year he gave TD Jakes like $1 million.
That mess. Well, I will say since the very beginning, since I've met Tyler Perry from day one, he's always been a very religious. I'm atheist. So for me personally, and that was a journey within myself to get to be an atheist. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. But Tyler Perry has always been on that journey that he's on with this God and Jesus and all this other stuff. He's just not I just find that most Christian people are just not good people, especially when it comes to money. They're just not good. But he has been generous. I will acknowledge that Tyler Perry has been generous to certain people, certain stuff going on.
I think when it's press involved.
Yeah, well, there were some people that I personally knew that Tyler Perry was generous to.
Uh-huh.
I could say that. I will acknowledge that. There were some people, but I think it was more to silence them.
Silence them about what?
His past, his sexuality, who he was. I'm going to pay you for this. I want you to sign this. Sign here. Okay, good. Now you can go decorate my house.
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business. With Wix, you can grab yours now and then get to work. Here's why it matters. Back in 2019, I had this killer business idea, but I delayed getting the domain name because I wasn't ready. That was a huge mistake. Someone else grabbed it, built the exact same business I planned, and now they're making all the money that I could have been making. And that's why I'm sharing this. Locking down your domain name is crucial, and on Wix, it's super fast. They handle all the tricky tech stuff for you, making it seamless. And honestly, having a domain name gives your idea instant credibility. A domain name isn't just a name. It's a way to claim your space and take your idea seriously. Because once it's taken, you're stuck paying a premier price for it or losing it. So go to Wix right now, search your idea. If the domain is available, grab it.
wherever you're coming from, whatever your role. When you start your career at Aspen, you're joining one incredible team. See what happens when we put you first.
I felt like when the lawsuit started hitting Tyler Perry, that this was the last person that should have a lawsuit that I'm reading on my desk.
Who, Tyler?
You are a single man. You're extremely wealthy. It's not like, you have any obligations or commitments to anybody.
No.
Why are you still
lying.
Not acknowledging and
Why
lying,
are you still lying
about your sexuality?
Well, do you know Christian men? How many Christian men do you deal with on a regular basis? How many Christian black men do you deal? Because I deal with them all.
The ones
the
that
time.
claim they Christian, the ones that are out of the closet to me, but they're usually just gay. And I get pushback for that on my platform because
I don't know why it's the truth.
tell them the only people that you see in the church are gay black men and black women.
That's it.
And then the gay black men, the DL black men are marrying the black women.
Right. That's all you see.
That's all you see.
So Tyler's walking down that same path that he's seen since he was a child. This has been going on in the black church community since forever.
So why all of because it's pandering to the black community with these stories that I feel that are just...
But he makes money off the bullshit. This is why him and Oprah fell out. Because remember, Oprah went to him and said, hey, we need to change some of the material. Let's upgrade this stuff now. Let's bring in some writers. Let's bring in some people. And maybe Tyler Perry, I don't want to pay nobody. I can do this mess myself. I'm writing. A 5-year-old could have wrote most of Tyler Perry's stuff.
Yeah.
So Tyler didn't want to pay extra staff and extra people to Tyler Perry had a chance to be what's the girl who has the TV show on Thursday nights? Shalonda. What's her name? Shalonda.
I can't think of her name.
Rhymes. How to Get Away with Murder.
Davis.
No, Shalonda. I forget. She has an excellent. She has done a very good job for a black woman of creating some really good shows, well-written stuff. Really good entertainment. And I think Tyler Perry blew that opportunity. He continues to blow it because he just won't. I remember a few years ago, he just probably said, I write all my stuff. I almost threw up. I said, oh, Lord, I write everything. I do everything. I said, we can tell. You're not working with nobody. We can tell. And you haven't upgraded this mess at all.
It's a very kind of one-track.
Well, it's terrible.
Mind thinking. It's always extreme. It depicts black people and just such mockery and buffoonery. And I stand behind Spike Lee when Spike Lee talks about...
when Spike Lee said that years ago, I was like,
it's horrible.
Somebody saying something. It was the crazy part.
There's no education behind the story.
When Tyler Perry was doing those plays, and they got real popular, and this was in the late 90s. I remember coming on Thanksgiving dinner at my house, at this beautiful house in downtown Atlanta. My family members would all come over. They said, oh, we got this DVD. We want to play this. And I'm like, what is this DVD? What is it? It was Tyler Perry's plays. They had bootleg DVDs of all these plays that people had recorded. And I remember the first time me seeing them plays in that manner on the television was in my Thanksgiving dinner at my family's house. They wanted to watch all these DVDs, and the plays were actually hilarious.
Yeah, very hilarious.
Very hilarious. And I remember thinking, okay, this is funny, but I can't
if it's comedy, stick to comedy. But then when you start to tell dramatic stories, like have some deftness to it.
I definitely think he destroyed the movie for black girls. What was it called? It was a book.
For Color Girls?
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
I think the book is excellent. Have you read the book?
I haven't read the book, but I heard a lot of people were pissed.
Here's the way he altered that from the book. I was like, okay, wow, I can't believe that. And I pray and hope he never gets hold of Elon Harris' stuff because he'll butcher it.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore.
And it works?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe it. My team puts in their availability, I click auto schedule, and boom, there it goes. No more Excel, no more phone calls, no more group chats. Oh, perfect schedule like that.
Damn, so all you gotta do is post it.
Yeah, my team loves that it's just one app, so they see their shifts, they can approve it, and I know it's covered.
But wait, what if there's like a last minute change? I mean, that's the afternoon gone, right?
So in that case, I just blast a shift for my team to claim. Everyone sees it, and I just assign the first one to pick it up. It literally takes 2 minutes. I'm telling you, it's all in the app. So they clock in. I can see who's working, who's late in real time, and their hours go straight to their timesheets, so I don't have to do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed to say, I used to spend 3 days prepping timesheets for payroll. Now it takes, what, half a day tops?
Nah, I gotta check this out.
You should.
Use PDF Filler to fill out or edit your form and sign it electronically in just a few simple steps. Save money and time and reduce errors with PDF Filler.
Back in the day around Tyler, was he more flamboyant?
Oh, well, he's always been just the same person, kind of quiet, but very churchy, very I remember one time when I used to go to church. I was sitting at this church, New Beginnings. You know, everybody gave a go to this church called New Beginnings. So I started going to New Beginnings because, you know, it was Sunday. New Beginnings is the hot church. Everybody was there. You see everybody there. And I remember getting sitting there in the church, sitting up there, and church had got started. And then all of a sudden the doors opened up and everybody kind of looked back. And it was Tyler Perry coming in with this woman. And it was this elaborate. He had this fur coat on. I'm thinking, what is this for production? What is going on here? Like came on down and sat him on the front row. And I was thinking, and he made a massive donation to that church too. At this point, this was in the 90s, late 90s, where people were dropping dead from AIDS left and right. And it's concerned me. It really didn't concern me, but Tyler really could have made such a massive difference in how Black gay men viewed themselves, how we view each other, how he could have uplifted the community. But once he got with Oprah, it was a wrap. It was over with.
Lee Daniels was always comfortable with who he was.
Well, Lee Daniels' stuff.
And his stuff was pretty quality.
I think so too. I do, because he did Precious.
Do you feel like there was always kind of like a jealousy between?
No, I couldn't tell you that much, but I do think Lee Daniels, I met Lee Daniels. He's a complicated gay man. I don't think Lee Daniels is. In just my opinion, I could be wrong. I've met Lee Daniels, and he's Black, but he really ain't.
He's like white boy. White Black. Okay, white
right.
boy.
So he deals more with the white gay community. I've never seen, and I could be wrong because I don't know this man. I would like to have seen him more involved in the Black gay community, and I never saw that. And no difference than some of my friends don't like Don from CNN. What's his name?
Lemon.
He used to live in Atlanta. I see him at the gym all the time. Don was another person. Never saw him around Black gays. Always around a group of white guys, white gays, white. Lee Daniels, every time I saw Lee Daniels running around a lot of white gay men, I've never seen him in the setting with other Black gays. Where Tyler was around predominantly all Black gay men. I've never seen Tyler around a bunch of white gays. So that was kind of a surprise that this guy who's suing him was white. And I'm going, okay, so Tyler Perry was swinging, but he likes
Pretty Boys. I mean, he was on a boat. He was on a yacht with Brian Tonka, Mariah Carey's ex.
Well, I think Tyler Perry, maybe they haven't, the lawsuit has, what has Tyler Perry said about the lawsuit?
He's just trying to get it moved up out of California to Georgia because, he has more pull here.
So you're trying to transfer
in the federal courts. But in California, Dylan knew to sue in California because they, lawsuit. I mean, celebrities don't have any pull in the courts.
Gotcha.
In Georgia, he can kind of manipulate federal courts and get things like just thrown out
or dismissed because he has not acknowledged it at all.
He says that they were friends.
Okay.
He says that he's just abusing the friendship. But I read the text messages.
I suspect that there are probably a lot of other people who have been silenced. Tyler's very good at silencing people. Because think about it. Somebody give you 100,000 or 200,000 or 50,000 for you to get someplace to sit down and shut the fuck up. You do it too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The average black person who ain't got Tyler's very good at choosing people who don't have anything, so you have that power over them. That's why we never got along. Because I always had my own money, and I'm like, okay, Tyler, you can play these games with these other folks, but you're not gonna play this game with me. We're gonna see eye to eye. And Tyler knew he could manipulate me, so he left me alone. But he could manipulate all them other people around him. When Tyler and I would talk, it was a completely different world than how he was treating the rest of them people. He treated me with respect. The rest. These people, I'd be like, okay, y'all really jumping around like this. Tyler had a rule at his house that if Oprah was over there, no one could say anything to Oprah. Nobody can come in the room. Nobody could do this. Nobody. He had all these rules and regulations, which I kind of get. I understand. But after he got with Oprah, everything changed with Mr. Perry. He got rid of the security team. He got rid of the people who were working with him. He started signing, everybody had to sign these NDAs.
Because Oprah was living downtown, Buckhead at the St. Regis.
Mm-hmm.
And so she would be in there a lot at the restaurants that were downtown and Buckhead and stuff. So, and she started spending a whole lot of time in Atlanta. And it was right around the time when her and Tyler were doing a lot of business together.
Right. They were trying to because her network was failing. If Tyler helped save OWN network at the same time, but he also destroyed her brand at the same time. Because her brand took I don't know what's going on with OWN network.
I don't know why, because the quality, a lot of people like to put Oprah's stories up on a pedestal because she was a black woman with a white audience, right?
Right. But her white audience was not watching those TV shows on OWN.
No. And she tried to take that white audience to give them that. What happened was
they rejected it.
People thought Oprah's quality of content was like above and beyond. But when you look at Oprah and just the setting and the amount of stories and the type of stories that she told, those stories were gossip.
Of course.
Well,
her show was a talk
scandal.
It was a talk show.
Mistresses. Like it was wrapped up in the shock factor of it all.
But it was presented differently.
It was presented like it wasn't.
Right.
But if you peel the layers back, Oprah was one of the messiest bitches in television.
She was.
But she did it in a very poised, educated way.
The Michael Jackson interview, her biggest interview. That's a prime example of how she presented it and how she went after Michael.
Exactly.
In an interview.
But it was always like that. And they like to say, well, Wendy, it's Oprah and it's Wendy. I'm like, the problem between the two, Wendy was herself.
Right, Wendy was truthful.
She didn't try to hide it. Oprah has always hidden who she really is. And that's what prompted her to go after Monique's family.
Okay.
Why would she go after Monique's family and bring her family on national television to talk about molesting Monique without Monique's permission?
Right.
Oprah is that type. She goes to the gutter. She loves the messy.
But she just presents it differently.
She does. But for them to have such a high pedestal for her, like she's just, quality. No, Gail does better content.
Oh, I would agree.
Than Oprah.
I would agree. Well, I think maybe moving forward, I think Tyler probably, it would be best to, in my opinion, I think it would be best if he had just come on out and just embraced who he was, versus right now he hasn't denied it, or I've never heard Tyler Perry deny his sexuality. I've never heard it.
But he's never actually
acknowledged it either.
And
I think we all know what's going on. Does he have to acknowledge
because he likes straight black men.
Straight presenting black men? Because you can't, if you straight, I'm gay. Straight presenting, is that what you're talking about? Let's just be truthful about this, because a straight man is not going to have sex with a gay man if he's straight.
True. But what about Christian Keys?
I think Christian Keys was someone who, first off, you and I both know, the whole Hollywood thing. It's a tough world, ain't it?
It's very tough.
That's why
my daughter is so pissed that I won't refer her to like agencies and stuff.
You're trying to save her.
I look like.
What are you trying to save her?
I had one of the biggest agencies reach out to me. Oh, the People Store. You heard of the People Store? It was like, yeah, we want to. No.
I've never understood the whole. There's no money in it, but the vast majority of actors and actresses and producers.
There's not enough to go around.
No, well, not in the black community, no.
Especially not. They treat the black like Hollywood community like they treat the black community.
I would agree.
There's no budget.
No, yeah.
But they know black folks gonna show up for their role dressed if they have to go in their own pockets to make sure they look good on screen. But they don't get the same budgets that white actors do. Just like black stars don't get the same budgets as white stars.
So Christian Keys, what's the show that he's a part of?
All the Queens Men.
Right. So,
but he had came out saying that there was a billionaire that he has recorded that was soliciting him.
Yeah. So
who do you think he was talking about?
I did a video about this, and I believe he was talking about Tyler Perry. But with that said, if I'm correct, that show was produced by Tyler Perry. Am I correct? Yeah, because the original, the first season wasn't produced by Tyler Perry.
No,
it was when the second season when they ran out. They needed money. They needed backing.
Do you think Christian Keys did that in order to get Tyler Perry to produce his shows?
Did what? What do you mean?
Like, threatened to come out that he was going to expose it?
No, I think Tyler Perry probably, because he's a very handsome looking guy. We already know the type of guys that Tyler Perry like. He like nice looking guys, so I think
light skin, nice curly hair.
He kind of been pegged what he like. You can tell. So
you think Christian Keys is gay?
I don't necessarily think he's gay. I just think that Tyler Perry may have someone, because he never identified who it was. Let's just keep. That let's just say.
But Dylan came out in his lawsuit and said that Tyler had settled with someone who had exposed him.
I'm not surprised. Tyler probably
I was like, how did Dylan know that?
Well,
because
Tyler might have settled with a whole lot of people and probably would have settled with this guy if Dylan was just if he wanted the money. I think Tyler probably would have settled with him. So,
it's not. Yeah, it's not Dylan. It's Derek Dixon.
Okay.
Yep, Derek Dixon suing him for $260 million.
Okay.
So I'm glad I didn't put a last name to it. I always call him, but Derek Dixon is the one that's suing Tyler Perry, who said in his lawsuit that another man had came out exposing Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry had paid him, and he went silent, and everyone kind of.
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, that's just par for the course when you're dealing with people in Hollywood. You know, if you're willing to,
but Derek said he wasn't gay.
He probably wasn't gay. Well, let me just say this.
Very handsome, but he says he wasn't gay.
Okay.
But I think a heterosexual man could tell that Tyler Perry is gay.
If you're not gay,
okay,
and I could be wrong, this man brought you a Jeep.
He bought him a Jeep within days of meeting him.
Has anybody ever brought you a Jeep?
My husband.
Okay. Any other than your husband, has any man, woman, cat,
dog, only people I was messing with, only dudes that I was messing with.
They brought you a car.
Bought me cars.
Okay, that you were messing, but you having.
Yeah, I was having intercourse, absolutely.
Right, and they brought you a car.
Of course.
That must be some good coochie.
Yes.
They gave you a car.
Yes.
All right. So Charlie gives this man a car out of the blue.
Derek said he's never Tyler Perry, is what he's saying.
I can see that. It's a possibility. They had never got that far. I guess Tyler. Tyler got a lot of money. A Jeep is, in the scheme of things, you know, a Jeep is about $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Let's just say it was fully loaded. $60,000 Jeep.
That's like nothing for him.
That's nothing. So maybe Tyler felt that by offering him certain things that he would get what he wanted at the end of the day. Has anyone ever offered you, gave you stuff, but you really weren't interested in it?
Yeah.
But they were still giving you stuff. Did you decline the stuff?
I used to see men do that to my mom all the time. I'll never forget. There was this short, fat, ugly nerd dude. He came to my mama's house at like 8 o'clock at night. He had went shopping for her and bought her all this name brand stuff. Dropped it off, had some stuff for us, and my mom was like, I can't do it. So she gave it all to us. We wore it to school and everything like that. But like men do that and they don't get anything in return. They just
well, he was hoping to get something in return.
I mean, he was, but he was just too round for my mama.
She didn't like him.
He was like 400 pounds.
Do you think? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rocked the taxi.
They were no Ozempic around back then.
No. He walked in like, he just wanted to take care of my mama and take care of us. And my mama was like, as tempting as it sounds.
So did your mom make a mistake by not allowing him to? Because he probably would have been a great provider.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you got to be somewhat attracted to the person.
Do you really?
And not ashamed of them.
I wish somebody would come. Listen, if anybody out there want to come take care of me, listen. I've never had anybody give. Give me anything. Nothing. I'm 55 years of age. I'm glad when somebody gonna go shop and buy me some clothes. I'd be so grateful. Oh, this stuff is nice. You want me to date you? Okay, well, let me think about it. Okay, fine. I thought about it. Let's make it work. Because anybody ever gave me anything. So for your mom to turn away a guy who could have been a good,
I mean, he could have been, but she was just like,
get him, take him, go get him back.
But there was some nice ass clothes, boy. And me and my mom were the same size, so I wore them all to school. I was decked out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So Tyler brought him a Jeep, gave him a roll, gave him money. All the whole time Tyler was trying him too, right? When Kay
as his boss,
he was trying to get with him.
Yeah, he was.
Right. So it wasn't like, so.
Yeah. But has he always been like that? A trick?
Well, Tyler ain't the best looking guy out there. Now, he do got some money, but not my type.
He's got like his face looks like the mask, like a porcelain
face. Is he your type? Would you date Tyler Perry? No. Okay. No, so he's
never been attractive.
Not the most attractive guy. We all not
acknowledge that. But he tries to present very straight in his films, like when he
tries.
It still comes off as
fake.
Very, very much. Gay, fake.
It's not real. What was the movie he did as a detective? He played the role of a detective in a movie. It was horrible. It wasn't his own movie. I forget the name of that role. He was running around playing some type of investigator or something. It was not good.
I can't think of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He has so many films, but listen up, active duty members as well as veterans. Miss Kanisha Hayes from Jacksonville, Florida, works for Florida Gateway Realty, and she can help you own a brand new construction home in Jacksonville as well as the surrounding areas. Now, all you got to do is hit up Miss Kanisha Hayes with Florida Gateway Realty to see if you qualify for up to $2,000 in realtor rebate credit for a brand new construction home. And get this, with a VA loan, you may qualify for 0 down. That means nothing, nada at the table. And when you combine that, you can cover things like appraisal, binder money, as well as inspections with the rebate money. And of course,
I didn't realize I had my mic muted this whole time. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, y'all don't watch the interview. It was 46 minutes left. I just wanted to say that if you want to see the rest of it, it's 46 minutes left of that. You can go to Tasha K channel, Unwind with Tasha K, on YouTube and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to me as you're watching this. That's all I have for tonight. Let's see what continues to go on with this Tyler Perry stuff. What y'all think? Is he guilty or is he not guilty? In the court of public opinion, what y'all think? I'm about to give me a gavel like the Queen's Court. And I'm going to see. We're going to discuss. We're going to put people on the list from A to Z. And we're going to see if they're guilty or not. So, I feel like Tyler Perry just need to tell these people what the fuck they want, what he want. And if they don't want that, leave them the fuck alone and find somebody else. Don't be trying to use the money and employment tactics to make them do what he want and shit like that. Stop doing that bullshit. That's what I'm assuming him to do. Do what they call it, non-hostile work environment employment, okay? So you won't be getting your ass reported to the EOC and getting sued and shit, Tyler. You go get all your money dried up before you know it. Y'all think it's gonna be another accuser come after this one? You know, once one come, it seems like they all just follow suit. I don't know why these people don't stand on their own sometime and do what they do. I don't get it, but what y'all think? It's gonna be more people come out or what? Do y'all know what some more people? Walter Lee said he knew more people. Some other things, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. We've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes, so I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video thus far, and I love each and every one of you guys that are here. Thank you for your support, and continue to follow me and tell a friend, tell them to tell 10 more friends, and tell them to tell 10 more friends. Make sure you check into this channel and give me a subscribe. Help me, because we got about 3 more followers where I can go live separately just on the YouTube. And that'll be great. That'll be great to be able to do that and help me help my channel grow and things like that. Push this video out for people that want to know about the Tyler Perry stuff. Share it to them and tell them to share it to other friends that they know who are interested in the Tyler Perry stuff, scandals and things like that. And so tonight we're just going to leave it at this. And tomorrow I will come back on and we will do Will Smith. How about that? We'll do Will Smith being sued by the violinist Brian King or something. We'll see what that's about. I'm gonna see what that's about, and we're gonna come back with it. And we go try to talk about the Bilal guy that came on Tasha K channel, suing Jada Pinkett, and about those alleged tapes and stuff that's gonna come out. And what y'all think is who all is in the tapes and who are on the tapes. Y'all think that's gonna be like another Epstein type thing? I don't know, but y'all let me know. With that being said, it has been a pleasure talking to you all tonight. And I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow. So make sure you come back. Make sure you give me the subscribe to see me again tomorrow and know when I come back, because I'll post it beforehand when I'm going to come live. and it'll be like a pre-notification, let you know what time I'll be live and what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys later. Happy New Year and happy 2026. Nothing but blessings and new beginnings. And stay motivated, stay focused on your goals. Don't let nothing, if anything is coming that's going to try to distract you, deter you, any of that. Just you need to cut it off or move back from it. Move it back from you and stay focused, okay? I'll see y'all in the next one tomorrow. Peace out. Mr. Exclusive.